So theatricality, besides the concept with the semantic origin, is a structure because it really includes like a script, light effects, wardrobe, a special kind of using the voice, so the articulation of interrelated parts. And its role is usually to exchange, it has a value of exchanging points of view or ideas about determined and concrete situations or in the world or in concepts or philosophical concepts or political ideas.
Can you tell us some examples, some concrete examples of theatricality used by power?
Yeah, sure. Like, for instance, the Roman circuses where they used to use spectacles that were repeated, and by being repeated, they would become with lots of theatricality, because this structure has to live as a repeated circumstance. And they used to use that to show the people who were outcast that they would be punished, and how would they be punished. So this would work as a point of view of the political stuff. Also in the fascist parades, for instance, because they were repeated and they were showing the kind of human, the perfect human being that they obviously were trying to include in the world as an idea. And also, which is my major object, the out de fe, which is actually act of faith, used by the Inquisition also to show people what would happen to them if they would misbehave, for instance.
When we speak about institutions, also the mass media are institutions. How do you see the use of theatricality in the mass media in order to transmit their messages, and what it has to do with manipulation?
For that, I usually like to talk about Guy Debord, the first organizer of the concept of a society of the spectacle, because his work is mainly concerning the television process. And the television, he says, that is not a place where talented people can just go there and work, because they are obviously always directed by the political power. So what they say, even if it seems or sounds like very free, like what they say is always cut or censored, or they have to inform previously the people in charge of what they are going to say, even if they are great reporters, for instance. So the manipulation of that is that the television just show the mass what they really feel like it should pass as an information. So information is also manipulated by the mass media, the major mass media, which is television, which is manipulated by power, and because it repeats itself and it has this value of exchange of ideas, it's theatricality.
Religious institutions also are very connected to power. How you see the presence of theatricality in religion institutions?
Okay, so giving the example of the Catholic Church, we know the rituals and the ceremonies, and also the several acts of faith. Not the ones used by the Inquisition, but when they were portraying the Bible, the stories from the Bible. So they used to use that really as theater, not just as theatricality, but really as theater. They would create stories or making a mise en scène of these stories, and so that people would really get it better and faster, and really incorporate the rules of that religion. So that's the major religious use of theatricality. And because the origin of power was always religious, only after that it started like creating some independence. I'm thinking of the Iberian monarchs who just tried to separate from the church, from the Roman Catholic Church. Because of that, and because the church would not really be able to kill people, for instance, there would be a division of theatricality, for instance, in the act of faith used by the Inquisition, in which people would be punished because they were heretic, but they would have a penitence. But then the secular power was the one who was going to kill them, to really put the penalty in a concrete situation. So that would also use like drums or voice effects or choreography of the guards and all that. And but in general, secular power is always trying to show something, an idea, and because it is repeated and because it has a value of exchange of ideas and of views, it is theatricality, not just spectacle, because spectacle may not repeat itself.